Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we are going to be looking at the weekly reading for the sign of Virgo. Alright my lovely Virgos, we're going to get right into it. Pull out your three romance angel oracle cards for the week. We have Give Your Relationship a Chance, Flirt, beautiful energy. I love flirt. You know, it's lightheartedness. And honeymoon. All right, so enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Interesting. So three very positive cards, actually. We're going to get right into pulling out your animal spirits for the week as well. And of course, like I say in all my videos, please just take what resonates with you and throw the rest away. You may not resonate with every single aspect of each animal spirit, or you may resonate with all of it. Who knows? It all really depends on your particular situation. And we know that these are general readings for love, life, and career. They can't possibly be for all Virgos on the planet. So again, just take what applies to you. Now, animal spirits can also indicate certain changes in our lives, messages that come in, epiphanies, as well as attributes of ourselves that we are embodying. We have mouse energy. All right, the mouse has been showing up quite a lot recently. Serpent, sea serpent energy associated with the alchemical symbol for ether. And the mouse, of course, is earth. And we have the golden egg, another ether spirit. So the ether cards are those mystical objects or mythical creatures associated with the alchemical symbol for ether are all associated with chakras. The sea serpent is associated with the second chakra, which resides in the pelvic bowl, is where our kundalini energy and passion comes from. And the golden egg is associated with the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. All right. Now, let's go over these three spirits, animal spirits, in turn. The mouse energy is very fastidious, very detail-orientated. Mouse energy individuals can get bogged down in the details, though, sometimes missing the bigger picture. And so can become a little frantic, a little overworked, and can kind of miss the focus, perhaps sometimes, of what the ultimate goal is, for the fact that they're dealing so much with all the nitpicky details. So, very earth energy, of course, and with it, it brings more like a warning not to get too caught up in the minutia of a scenario and to remember the ultimate goal that you're trying to achieve. The sea serpent, of course, like I said, resides in the second chakra, which is associated with that sexual passion, energy, that forward motion in our lives, that energy that kind of gives us the impetus to move forward. It gives us our drive. It's also the resident of our highest level of creativity. All of our creative impulses come from this chakra. Our desire to express ourselves all come from that chakra, okay? So we're talking about here the sea serpent has within it sort of indicative as well this kind of like potential. What is your creative potential? Are you realizing it? And it's time to awaken to it. You know, you can see the great eye there. So it's an opening up, an awakening to your creative side. And then the golden egg is associated with the heart chakra. And so this indicates that there's a need or perhaps a period in your life where you are beginning to open up that chakra, right? You're beginning to, I want to say, express your emotions more, open up your heart. This can indicate a need also perhaps for quiet meditation, right? So that you can begin to listen to the voice of your heart, to listen to what your true feelings are telling you about a particular situation. Can also indicate a need to really express yourself and express your feelings with someone. So Virgos, let's get into your spread. We're going to pull out, anywhere from 6 to 8 forecasts for the week and see what you're going through this week, Virgo. Show us what's going on with lovely Virgos in the area of love, life, and career. Show us affirmations, reaffirmations, warning signs. All right, let's get right into it. We have Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and Ten of Pentacles. All right, let's move these up just a tad. All right, so a new opportunity is coming into you, but it's requiring you to be very discerning. The Queen of Swords is the great card of sort of honesty, right? She wields the sword of honesty, but more so in a sense of being truly who you are. Are you being true to yourself, or are you hiding behind a mask? Are those around you being true to who they are with you? Are they being honest with their feelings, honest with who they are? The Queen of Swords is different than the King of Swords in that way, whereas the King of Swords really just cuts through, it cuts through the BS of a situation to get at the heart of a matter. Whereas the Queen of Swords is more talking about being true to yourself, to your identity, to who you are. Not putting on airs, not pretending to be somebody that you're not. And so this week, this is really what is called for, especially with this new great opportunity for abundance coming in. For some of you, you already have either a very stable, happy, contented home life with all of the abundance that you need, or you are working towards it. In any case, this opportunity for an increase in wealth or a career opportunity is something that's really going to impact the home situation. It's going to impact, your stability, right? And so the Queen of Swords is necessary because you want to make sure that this opportunity coming in is indeed in line with everything that you've already accomplished and worked for. Some of you already have your partner, your family with you. And so you want to make sure that whatever opportunities come in, no matter how beautiful they look, Ace of Pentacles, we automatically always say, well, this is a great opportunity coming in. But then sometimes, there are other sides to certain offers that we are given, our options, opportunities that we are given in life. And although on the surface they can look quite good, you just want to make sure that where they're coming from is a place of truth and honesty, and that there isn't some kind of hidden agenda here, right? I'm not rereading reversals here. Devil, Knight of Wands, and we have Hierophant. All right, so some of you are certainly, some of you are dealing with, the creativity is kind of opening up within you. It's like that sea serpent is waking up. There is certainly someone in your life who has come in most recently that's really challenging your ideas of who you are. And they're bringing with them an opportunity for you to really dive into a part of yourself that maybe up until now you have been afraid perhaps to delve into. Maybe because of your upbringing with that Hierophant. Hierophant can certainly indicate your cultural background, your moral center that you've been raised with, that you've been indoctrinated into, whatever your sense of right or wrong is, right? Your sense of beliefs, right? These are very entrenched beliefs that we are oftentimes raised with, or that we have grown up culturally or in with a particular religious background. And so sometimes they can be at odds with our true nature. And I think that right now you're dealing with somebody, perhaps there is a Knight of Wands in your life who has either recently come in or will recently come in, that really kind of bucks sort of all of the conventions that you were raised with. And this feels like very dangerous territory for you. But more than anything, though, I want to say this is really just about you opening up to sides of yourself that perhaps have lain dormant for quite some time. And they don't necessarily have to come off as negative, right? Devil energy is creative energy, but it can be extremely positive as long as it is connected to a higher purpose. And I think all of this kind of gets explored with this introduction of this new individual in your life, or maybe somebody you already know, but now they're wanting to work with you in an area that maybe you haven't worked before, and they're bringing with them a lot of enthusiasm. And so on the one hand, you have a lot of support. You have a lot of kind of like motivation, right? But you're just a little bit worried that what you're getting into is maybe at odds with what you have been taught your whole life. 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, and Hangman energy. Some of you certainly are going to be working this week. You've really put kind of your nose to the grindstone. You've buckled down. You realize that you need to put boundaries in place and restrictions on yourself if you are going to achieve the level of mastery that you want in your profession. Again, this is another career spread here. But this week, you're also, as you're working very hard on your own sort of mastery of skills, you're also kind of sitting back and waiting to see what the next step is. It could be that some of you are waiting for a change at work, or there are changes happening at work, and you're kind of wanting to see where the dust lands before you make your decision. So you're really just holding off. You're strategizing this week. You're being very patient. You're wanting to maintain your stability, right? And you don't want to make any decisions or moves that jeopardize that. You certainly realize that you have been in some hangman energy for some time. But again, I always say in my readings that the hangman shows up when we have awakened to our potential, when we have awakened to the fact that we've been stuck for too long and it's now time to move. So the hangman generally doesn't come in when we haven't had that realization already. It's a sign that the realization has come, and that you know you're going to have to do something to kind of get that forward momentum going again for yourself. But right now, the best way you can find is to really put a lot of effort into your everyday, day-to-day mastery of your skills and your work, your profession. And in the meantime, this week, really just to wait, to listen, and then to make your next move. 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and Knight of Pentacles. Some of you have got a lot of mixed messages coming in, a lot of chaotic energy this week. It could be 8 is the number for boundaries, so it could be you just haven't set up the right boundaries. This 8 of Wands is when everybody puts their 2 cents in, everybody has an opinion. Sometimes it can indicate that when you are with a loved one and they're giving you mixed signals, or they're giving you mixed messages about how they feel, what they're saying and how they're acting isn't really quite jiving. And so you're having to incorporate a lot of focus and discernment to try to pick out the truth from all of the various information that's coming in, right? You do, however, get a sense of victory this week. You do win a little battle. I want to say that you find yourself very much in this kind of 9 of Pentacles space, right? You've won your battle, and it's like you've landed real nicely in a comfortable zone. It could be that you may have been waiting to see who gets the promotion at work, or who gets the particular job that has come down, or who gets to be on a particular project, right? But again, you get that victory, right? It comes out in your favor, and you land very nicely on your feet. Because 9 of Pentacles is really a card of great abundance. However, just remember this, though. The 9 of Pentacles inherent in it is the message that oftentimes in the pursuit of our ambitions, we forego having love in our life, right? 9 of Pentacles character is alone in the garden. And so you may also be realizing at some point that this continued battle in your career, this pushing forward, this kind of ambition that you've been having is really coming at a price of your love life. Empress, High Priestess, and King of Cups. Wow. All right, so some of you... Interesting. I want to say that some of you have been perhaps at odds with someone. You may be embodying Empress or King of Cups energy, but you're part of a dynamic that includes both of them. And this week, you're going to have to excuse me, employ a lot of intuition to try to get down to the bottom of what's been going on. There may have been a separation of some kind. And again, we're talking about give your relationship a chance. So perhaps with that golden egg, that heart chakra, we're talking about opening up your heart, having the right conversations. It could be that you guys were just like not communicating properly. You may have come together and too quickly without giving your relationship a chance to grow, and then fell apart over like a really silly kind of misunderstanding. But whatever the case may be, I think this week you are feeling a lot more confident about this relationship. And you're certainly following your intuition. Your intuition is certainly telling you to give it another chance. 8 of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. All right, so some of you are certainly moving on. You're moving on from a relationship that maybe was toxic or wasn't very good for you. It was quite shallow, and it just kind of left you wanting more. You've decided to turn your back on that relationship and all relationships like it. And you also have a renewed sense of inspiration as a result of it. Page of Wands talks about a renewed sense of kind of creativity. Certainly sea serpent energy with that second chakra opening up. And it's almost as if now that you've left this kind of toxic relationship behind, there's like a whole new world waiting for you, and you're really attacking it like, you know, like you're young all over again. And you also get this week... you get some information coming in this week in the form of that Ace of Swords that gives you kind of like a little bit of a vindication, gives you a little self-esteem boost, right? It could be something that you find out about a previous relationship that kind of like just reaffirms that you made the right decision over here with this 8 of Cups to turn your back on it. And it just increases your self-confidence even more. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, 3 of Cups, and the Lovers. All right, so some of you are really, you're embodying that Queen of Wands energy in a sense that you've really gone through a lot. You've gone through a lot of self-transformation. The Queen of Wands talks about really like having gone through like a baptism by fire sometimes, right? She seems quite unassuming on the throne there, which is her simple staff and sunflower and the cat, right? But ultimately, she really hides a really high level of realization and power that she has attained, having gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, right? And so you're embodying this energy in a sense that you're feeling very confident, but you're also feeling not shy, but you're humble. The Queen of Wands can be quite humble, like I said, in a way, because she doesn't really reveal her true brilliance. If she were, she would be almost blinding to see. So she kind of covers that up. She's cagey. She doesn't trust everyone with the wisdom that she's attained. She doesn't tell everything about herself to every single person, right? She's not the one who's like, oh, wow, like I'm so spiritually in tune. Everybody is so jealous of the special connection I have with my God. Like all of that egocentric nonsense that some people pour out there. She's not part of that. She understands that everyone has an ability to have a connection with God, and you're no more special than anybody else because you believe that you have some secret conduit to the spirit world or something like that. It's all utter nonsense, and she understands that and realizes that, and so she's very careful with who she trusts. You're feeling that way this week, and certainly with this 3 of Cups. You may be having some social interactions this week where you are, you're kind of sitting back and you're watching what's going on. It could be that you're really trying to suss out a particular individual. There's somebody out there that you have a connection with, a lover connection. A 6 in the major arcana is a deep connection, right? A spiritual love connection. This is like your perfect mate. But you're kind of like seeing them in a social circle, social scene this week. How they're acting this week, how they're behaving with others around you. And I think you're kind of just sitting back, you're kind of just watching. right? You could be also engaging in a lot of flirting as well this week with them. It could be that you just haven't gotten together in a relationship with them. And again, in your social setting, you may be like finding yourself in situations where you're able to flirt, right? Flirts come out, you're able to flirt a little bit, communicate a little bit, maybe open up your heart chakra a little bit, right? But you are being careful. You're treading lightly, okay? And you're certainly watching to see how they behave. We have the Tower, and this is going to be the last spread. We have Page of Cups and Four of Cups. So your world is really changing. For some of you, Virgo, your world is kind of really lately kind of been turned upside down. And you're really dealing with a lot of that. I think that this is a separate issue, this Tower moment that you're going through. But in the meantime, as you're going through this Tower moment, this could be related to family or to work, right? Or just to a stage in your life where you're realizing a lot of things about yourself. You're realizing a lot of outdated ideas that you have been holding on to no longer benefit you. They no longer suit who you are now. And you're kind of really going through the throes of this. And in the middle of all of this, somebody is reaching out to you and with a cup of love, right? They're reaching out, Page of Cups. They want to express their feelings with you. They want to have an emotional exchange with you. And I don't think you're not necessarily ready to take it. You're really not in a space, I think, to be in a relationship. I think you don't even want to really deal with a new person coming in and having to get to know them. I think that this Tower moment that you're kind of going through that has just started for you is really taking up a lot of your energy, and you're being just very, very kind of protective, right? Certainly with a Tower moment and Four of Cups. 4 is the number for stability. So you've already had some of your stability in your life kind of destroyed in a way, right? When Tower comes in, there is a shakeup to our stability. And you're just not willing to also forgo that stability by taking yet another empty cup from someone that you're not really sure how committed they are, right? Especially with a Page of Cups, that token of love that they're giving you is very small. It may just be in the form of flirting, but you're kind of like, you know, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready to open up my heart chakra to you. I'm not ready for this. I have too much going on over here with this Tower moment. All right. And that's fair, Virgo, you know. Sorry for the background noise, folks. Living in the city. Yeah, and so this scenario comes up for you this week, and it's quite interesting because you make a very conscientious decision to kind of take care of your life first and deal with this really kind of devastating moment, or this really, not even devastating so much, but very eye-opening moment that is going to transform a lot of areas of your life. And so you're putting any kind of idea of a love connection or a sexual connection on the back burner. All right, guys, this is your weekly forecast for August 25th to the 31st. This is for Virgo, and if this resonated with you in any way, please like and subscribe and share. Help me grow my channel so I can continue to give you these readings and develop more readings as we go along. Of course, follow me over on Patreon so you can get the extended soulmate readings and love readings for the month. You can also get a private reading if you follow that link at the top of your screen. The private readings are held by Skype. And you do also get a personal recording, link to your personal recording of the reading so that you can review it later. You can see the cards and you can hear everything that was discussed during your reading. All right, guys. All right, Virgos, I love you. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.